Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back. And we are doing our pre-primary five senses, but hopefully understanding the ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the health, the ears and the eyes we just spoke about. So we just completed the ears and the eyes. And I thought this is interesting. We already did the ear test with all of you. And, I can, just quickly start with your scavenger hunt and any animal we can think of, right? And that your elder brother sister does not count in that, so we are not looking at your sister's name or brother's name, or the sound of an animal is what can you hear now. Remember, scavenger hunt is I can hear a crow cawing. Oh, is it cawing? Yes. What is any animal his sound that you hear right now? Anyone? Let me see quickly. What's my scavenger hunt saying? Maybe there's a cow bleating, there's a kitten in your house, there's a twitter bird, no idea, a dog perhaps, a cat. Okay, nothing, right? Okay, Ahmed's got a cat somewhere. Oh, car honking. Thank you, Juvair, for telling me car as an animal, right? We need to put her back in class 1. Someone must be smiling now, but I like the sound. So that's Hussein says your sister. Yeah, Hussein, that's something that can make music. I can take a car honking now. Anything, music does not have to be something like drums. Okay, even tapping your Zainab's hearing a dog beating. Okay, good enough. Something that makes you a snap. Like there you are. Laptop. Okay, all right, a snap. Click. Even like a WhatsApp notification would be a snap, perhaps. You all are the Snapchat generation itself. The snap itself, Ahmed, yes. Cool. Something that make a crunch sound. I don't know. Is that your stomach crunching for lunch? What's a crunch? Paper. Okay, chips. I like the chip answer. Sarah, paper is good. The chips are like, wow, the ones that really snap. Okay. What else? Can you think of anything that snaps or crunches? Kit Kat. Okay. Cool. Bone. Very nice. Bone snapping is not a very nice thing, right? It would hurt a lot. Cool. Nice. Okay. So let's take our next five senses, which is, smell. Now, this is a sense that we don't think so much about. And okay, I got the snapping part. So let's go to the smell part of it. SubhanAllah, very rarely do we look at a sound or smell as a deeply as it would otherwise. Yet it is so important. It is so important that we are looking at the idea, how are we creating the smell process? Isn't it? Smell is a very, very unique thing. For example, there is a distinct smell when you enter a mall, or a smell from a KFC center. Emirates have trademarked the smell that you look at into when you enter the Emirates Airlines, or perhaps for all of you, the Kuwait Airline, the smell of something that is nice. Have you ever smelled somebody's socks? I don't know, but trust me, in New Zealand, if you have smelly socks and you enter their country, they will resend you from the airport. Saad, whose smell have you smelled? I hope it's not your brothers. Yes, we are looking at this so important. Sometimes smells are good. You can't bear. Saad, don't smell your socks. You might faint and become unconscious. But trust me, just the idea, the pizza, that they have these smells which are now copyrighted. What do you mean by copyrighted or trademark? You cannot, the very essence of a Baskin Robbins smell or a Pizza Hut smell cannot be used by someone else because they use certain ingredients. It could be, as I said, onion, or sometimes just the smell. Have you heard? There's a name for the smell of when the rain falls on the floor. Amazing, isn't it? When the raindrop falls on the floor, there is a smell for it. It's a strange thing, but people enjoy the smell. It's a smell we are looking at. We're looking at everyone understanding that smell is so powerful. Now, Islamically, what do we understand of smell? We will talk about smell in that perspective, but dogs, let me go to that part. Aren't they better than us in smelling? Perhaps they're better than us in everything else, from loyalty to faithfulness. Remember, we spoke about these dogs in Surah Kahf story. I think dogs are exceeding human in trust, in loyalty, in value, in senses, in eyesight, in much a way better, they say, right? Subhanallah, dogs have been trained with specific smells. So they are terrorist detector dogs, dogs that can smell bombs. Yes, Hussein, thank you so much. What an amazing answer. Dogs can smell cancer. Yes, there are oncogenes in our body, and this is brilliant, Hussein, that they can detect. I mean, imagine all the radiations and all the what is that? You go through the tube and you go through all the cathode ray and what is it called? Some kind of test that you do. MRI. Sorry, the MRI test and all. Subhanallah, the dogs will smell and say it's an early stage of cancer, you must get yours detected. Of course, the most expensive or most important thing the dogs are used for is the smelling of the drugs that we have. People can carry drugs and dogs are smelling it. It's a ni'mah that Allah has given us. Nose as a concept is a very neglected sense. Oh, yes, they can search for missing people, missing things. They can search for criminals. They essentially are so valuable. We don't use our nose enough. The only time we're worried about our nose is when it gets congested and we put some Vicks into it or some medicine into it. Or the only time we are interested is when we put nose rings, as most of the cultural people do that. It's not the idea. What are you using your nose for? Not just comparing, is it tall or flat or not? Very idea of smelling is a very complicated process. I will not get into the whole idea. Only thing I want to teach you, science here, is there's a concept called olfactory. Remember, there are a lot of words used around senses. The way ears have so many things inside, ear hairs and eardrums, there is an olfactory bulb, nerves, there is a nasal bone, and these are what helps us smell. Islamically, there's a hadith where Rasulullah mentioned that no amount of money spent on perfume is extravagant. Isn't it interesting? You can spend as much money on books and perfume is a fatwa my scholar gave me. Perfumes as in ouds, right? We are looking at, and there's a debate on it. And I'll give you the example. You should know all perspectives. Can we use the what is that? The decors and all the alcohol-based perfume? It's a matter of gray area. Why? Because Umar al-Khattab radiallahu ta'ala was very specific and particular that he would not allow anybody to use alcohol on the body. Khalid bin Walid radiallahu ta'ala, the sword of Allah, Saifullah, the warrior he was, when they were to go on battles, of course, they'll have a lot of wounds on the battles, right? So now, to anesthetize and to make, to cure it faster, you can put ethanol. Ethanol is alcohol, right? So now Khalid bin Walid used to apply alcohol on the body, not the one that you drink, the ethanol itself, but it's the same combination. Umar would say no. Khalid says Rasulullah said not to drink alcohol. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu innamal khamru wal maisiru wal ansabu wal azlamu rishtu min amli shaitan fastanibu. Right? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Quran ayah has mentioned not to drink alcohol, not to apply alcohol. So there is a debate or scholarly difference. Can you apply? My opinion is, as long as it makes you smell good, it's halal, it is within the premise of the sunnah, do it. Please smell better is all I want. Please take bath, my friends. That's the whole thing. And yes, Saad, applying sunnah, applying perfume is sunnah. Especially in Jummah, you are recommended. So what you should do, invest in great oud bottles. Please invest in great perfumes. Look good, smell good, apply well. And this is what the scholars would do. In fact, the very idea of good perfume came from chemistry. And one of the greatest scholars of chemistry, right, came from the Muslim sciences. Can you believe it? Right? Al-Jabir, that's where Al-Jabir al-Khwarizmi, he came across. So yes, Saad, we can apply alcohol as we get hurt. Absolutely. As I said, this is ethanol. This is an alcohol that if you drink, you will die. So it will not give you a kick, as some people say. So absolutely okay. It is, according to most of the scholars, it is okay if you apply a cylinder or a good tag hop perfume. It's not a problem at all. So that's his way. But good ouds. MashaAllah, I love ouds. And alhamdulillah, I've got a good collection of ouds to apply. And you enjoy this. There's a hadith with regards to oud, isn't there? Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, right? He mentioned a good friend. A good friend is like a perfume. Even if you don't benefit directly, you indirectly benefit, you just go near it and you smell it and you feel good. Your smell is very important. So please make sure you smell. Let us do a scavenger hunt on smell, and hopefully we can wait for a process around it. Okay. So what are some different flowers? Quickly, come on. Smell. So smell some different flowers. Tell me at least 5 flowers that smell well. Okay, I can take up rose and jasmine. Yes. Lily. So silly. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Sunflower. Sunflower smells? I think so. Okay, we got rose and jasmine and sunflower. Anything else? I think I like daffodils. Okay, good enough. What are the different type of trees now? Tell me 2 or 3 trees that we can think of. Marigold. Yes, Sufyan. Good. Dandelions. Okay, we got birch, we got mango. There is a distinctive smell. The palm tree, Umar, thank you so much. Sandalwood, oak wood, yes. Oak wood is called the grand old man of Europe, the way banyan is called grand old man of the Indian subcontinent. And palm tree is a tree that Rasulullah said is like a Muslim, it benefits. So thanks, Fadil and Saad. So food being cooked. Come on, can you smell any food being cooked right now in your home? Biryani. Oh, Rida, please invite us, Rida, to your home. I love a biryani. Chicken is happening in Fadil's home now. I hope something can cook now. Egg, Ahmed. All right, breakfast is over, by the way, unless you're having egg for lunch. Pizza. Sufyan is on a junk food diet. It's a FIFA World Cup. We can't blame him, right? Beef. Hamza. Wow. Zainab, that's a lovely, tempting food icon, Zainab. Great, great. Saad's getting a burger now. Do you realize the last thing I want to say is, can you smell fresh air? The idea of inhaling fresh air. Okay, Ahmed, I got the noodles out there. The entire 2 years of COVID told us something we take for granted. Yes, we can't smell fresh air, at least in the current polluted environment. But the very idea of what we took for granted, what is available for free, people were being sold in oxygen cylinders. We don't think of how much oxygen we intake, right? You don't get up in the morning and switch on an oxygen to recharge. Oh, today, will I get oxygen or not? You're not worried. It's just available. And this is a ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, Saad, it's not easy to smell fresh air, right? But the idea is we're benefiting from all of this. Today, the nose, the very idea, and then it's connected to your lungs. COVID taught us how valuable it is, how important and precious it is. And this is what we are looking into, inshallah. This is what we are creating, that how important smell is. So inshallah, what I'll do is, we've done almost close to an hour. I will take up the last 2 sessions, and hopefully we will take them up next week, because it's so much of fun that I'm enjoying with you. But as much as I'm enjoying, you should understand. Quickly we'll do a recap of our session now, of the three senses that we just did. Can you please tell me what are the 3 senses we spoke about? And one reflection as we'll do. All right, Umar, we got smell, we got eyes, so that's sight, Rida, great. So we see with it. And what's the third one we just spoke about? So, okay, here, remember as you used to do as a child, eyes and ears, and there's a whole nasheed or a nursery rhyme around the 3 senses. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Zainab. That's so sweet of you, giving me the 3 senses that we spoke about. Hold on, Juwaria, you gave me 5 or 4 of it. Now, what is that one major lesson that we're learning? Reflections are very important. What is that you reflect around it? What are you reflecting on it? Remember, we started with the eyes, and then we spoke about the ears. What is that one major thing that I wish you take back today with? So on that, give me one major wish that we're talking about. Tell me, what is more important, eyes or ears? So let's do it that way. What are we looking at? Ears. Yes, thank you. Both are equal. Thank you. Both are equal, as in sometime, and I know eyes are very valuable. We perceive things. The FIFA World Cup, you don't want to hear it all the time. You want to see a Messi scoring the penalty and Argentina qualifying and playing against Croatia and all this hype around eyes. But imagine equal. Thank you so much with the sign, Hussein. It's the sense that we don't value the ears a lot. Take care of ears also. Listen to some good podcasts. Listen to listen to your parents, by the way. And then enjoy the Quran, enjoy the Adhan. So many sounds that we see around. And also, junk you put in and junk will come out. Listen to good language. Don't listen to ridiculous lyrics. Don't listen to foul language. You are, there is a concept, and I'll end with that. In computer, we call it, right? What goes in goes out. FIFO, first in, first out, or philo or LIFO, last in, first out. Whatever you put in will come out. Your eyes, whatever they see will reflect your heart. All these senses at the end of it are reflected with the heart and your brain. And I wish we protect and take care of it. Until next week, take care of all the three senses, and we will talk about the next two senses and some fun next week, inshallah. I hope you enjoyed. Just let me know how much you liked it, did not like it, what else do you like to see. Until next week, Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bye bye, everyone.